What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining me on the KindaCool podcast. Episode, I don't know, 6 maybe. Still working this out. I got a new microphone, as you can see. If you're watching the video, if you're listening, well, hopefully you can tell a difference from the audio quality for the last videos and this one. Stepped my game up with a Samsung SQU or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. And I got this cool little pop filter you can see. I'm going to try some podcast stuff with a video. I'm still using my streaming webcam, so the picture quality is still not amazing, but we'll get there. I was going to use my phone because my phone quality is a lot better, and I have so much room on my phone. I have like, I have like 25 gigabytes of storage for my phone right now, so I have plenty of room on there. What else was I gonna say? I lose my train of thought so quick. But yeah, I just need to get. I remember I need to get a stand for a camera. Then maybe at some point I will get like a super nice camera, so I don't have to use my phone and keep deleting crap off my phone. Yeah, but I'm happy with this mic so far. I'm going to invest in like an audio interface and another microphone so that me and Megan can do things together more, like podcasts, or even our movie commentaries will sound better. And yeah, double microphone setup. I'm really looking forward to getting that off the ground. But that's an update for the equipment side of it. So today we're going to talk about, I think what I'll do if I'm doing solo podcasts is I'll do update, like I get like news, sports, entertainment news, stuff like that. Oh my gosh, sorry. I have my coffee here, and I've been drinking it, and it's hot, so it's making my nose run a little bit. So let's start off with sports news. Cowboys, NFL. They're playing this week. It's finally the start of the season. I'm so excited for Cowboys football to be back. I even wore my Cowboys shirt just for this video. So that, you can see I'm a real fan. If I have a shirt, that means I'm a real fan, right? Duh. I have, I think I'm going to do a live stream. I'm going to live stream, I think, every Cowboys game this year because I'm off Sundays. For the first time, I'm off weekends, guys. I'm off weekends, which is amazing. I can watch every football game. I can use all Sundays and watch just football all day. Megan might not be happy about that, but I'll either get out my own room and or she'll have to just suffer with me. But she knows. She's very nice. She'll hang out with me. But so I'm gonna live stream the games. So if you don't follow me on Twitch, I'm gonna stream them on Twitch. Follow me at Jamin is KindaCool on Twitch, and then we can watch the games together. I'll have a couple beers. I'll have some snacks, and I'm a pretty intense fan, so I get pretty into it. So it'll be fun. You'll see me kind of walk around and scream, and I don't know. It's been so long since I've been a part of one of the football games. It's been a whole year. Well, it feels like a whole year. It's only been a couple months, but with COVID, everything is slowed down. So it's gonna be fun. It's hard. I'm trying to think of how I act during the games, and it's just a certain feeling that I'll get into it. Like right now, I don't feel like, okay, it's a Cowboys game. Yeah, they're going to play. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. But then when it comes time and the game's going on and I'll be in there, I'll be so upset. I'll be like, guys, what the fuck are we doing? I'm trying to, I don't know what I'm doing with this thing. I'm trying to censor myself, but should I censor myself? I don't know. I guess I shouldn't. You should be you. That's the first thing they say. If you're doing YouTube, just be yourself. So I'm trying to be myself, but am if I'm being myself, I'm gonna say, "Fuck, dude, run the ball. Fuck, pass the ball." That's what you're gonna get on Sunday. So if you're watching with your family, probably have this on in a little headphone or a little headbutt, a little earbud. So for the Cowboys season, I'm gonna say they're gonna do pretty well. I think the lowest I'll go is 10-6, 10 wins, 6 losses. I haven't thought about their schedule or looked at their schedule since it was released, so I don't know the games, which could be tough. From what I've seen on Twitter, the first 3 games are going to be they're going to be not easy wins, but they'll be games they can very much compete in, and possibly win. So that's good, because I just saw that we have news that Lyle Collins is going to be on IR for injured reserve for 3 games, so that's not good. We have a stable of offensive linemen. We've drafted so many offensive linemen. We should be able to shuffle them around pretty well and be okay, in my opinion. But what I've heard analysts say, like Cowboys insiders, guys that really stay around the team that I follow, shout out Jeff Kavanaugh, shout out David Hellman, shout out all the guys at Cowboys.com. I love their stuff. They're a little uneasy about the fact of not having Lyle Collins, which I am too, but as much resources as we spend on it, it's definitely a strength, I feel like, with Lyle Collins, but it should still be solid without him. Dang it, I don't remember. Connor McGovern, we got him, put him in there at guard, swing, Connor Williams out to tackle for a little while. But I guess they don't want to move the pieces around too much because, sorry, another burp. They don't want to move the pieces around too much because you don't want to keep putting people out of their position. Like, since Connor Williams has got here, he's been a guard. So to move him outside when he's only been playing guard for the past 2 years is not a good idea. They have signed people that play tackle. I've seen, I think we have Cam Irving. There's one other guy, but I just don't feel like I don't know. Like, if you keep one side strong, the other side not as strong, I don't know. So we have Connor McGovern as a guard. Should they do that? Because I feel like Tyler Biotish is probably good to play center. We have Joe Looney, of course, if he's not, if Tyler Biotish is not super ready yet. Looney can play; he's solid. Then Tyrone. Dang it! Why? What's his name? Tyron Smith. That's right. I was saying his name wrong. That's why I couldn't remember. Tyron Smith at left tackle. So that side is okay. I don't know. I feel like Connor Williams could play tackle, and we have our best players out there, because I feel like that's what you should do. Put your best guys out there in whatever order they can be in. But we'll see. So that's a little bit of a rant there for the offensive line. I've heard Amari Cooper's banged up. That's not good. He played all last year banged up, and he did okay. But you never want to start the season with an injury or with questions about an injury, because that just means there's something not quite right. And if I don't want him to sit, but if he needs to get himself right, then he should sit at least one game, or whenever he feels 100%. It's so sad, because you have all off season to heal up, and then you tweak something in training camp, and then you're, all this time you spent rehabbing and working on yourself and your body and healing up, and now you tweak something again before the season. That's real sad. It sucks. So I'm a little nervous about Amari Cooper, but we'll see. Regardless of if he's 100%, I mean, we have Gallup and CeeDee Lamb. I think Cedric Wilson has been like balling out of here. So then old Dak and old Zeke there. I mean, they're Dak and Zeke. You can expect what you can expect from them. I feel like Dak will do very well this season with a new coaching staff. With our old dang it, I can't. I'm trying to remember everyone's names, but I keep coming like on a blank. It's the tip of my tongue. The QB coach or the offensive coordinator was our old QB. You know who I'm talking about. Another year with him, and I just feel like they'll find a groove early. They'll find a rhythm early. I hope, anyways. They didn't have as much time, practice games, but I don't know. It's bad to go on gut feelings, but I just have this gut feeling that they'll be ready. They'll be smooth because the Jason Garrett era that was so clunky all the time. Start of the season so clunky. I just feel like Mike McCarthy has a better plan in his head of how he wants stuff to go, and I just feel like it'll be a little bit smoother to have that start in the start for the season. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. Watch me watch the game this week. Sunday, 1 week from today when I'm recording this. I better put this out. Man, this is supposed to be for another day or for another week. If I put this out after the game start, I got to put this out this week. I'd already dated this thing. So I got to do another podcast for next Monday. Oh, well. I have fun doing them, so I can do another one. This may be a Wednesday thing. Maybe replace I don't know. We'll see. Oh, maybe a Thursday thing. Maybe replace the Thursday video. We'll see. So there's sports talk. If anyone wants to, any sports people out there, if you want to come on and chat with me about sports, about NFL, about NBA, come on with it, man. Because I'm down to have people on that watch sports, love sports. I'll talk with you all day for whatever I can. And for my limited knowledge, it'd be fun. Be real fun. Also, before we get off the topic of sports, our OKC Thunder team has been knocked out of the playoffs by those stinky Rockets and Russell Westbrook with James Harden. And I'm a little sad. I'm a little salty about it. I wish that we could have knocked them off. CP3, man, he was killing it out there. He left it all out there. Like, he was playing his heart out. And you have to give it to him. I love our Thunder team. All those guys, they play hard. They're well coached. We got all these picks, man. You guys out there, if you're not a Thunder fan, watch out. Next couple years, I think we'll be up there. We'll be getting it. Not a rebuild, guys. We're staying up there. We're staying relevant. Yeah, but now that, like, I'm trying to think of what other teams I would be okay with in the West winning. I'm not really on board with the Lakers. It'd be fine if LeBron won another championship, won it in LA. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be fine with that. But I'm not necessarily rooting for them. I would probably say I am more rooting for the Rockets because I feel like James Harden and Russ, that would be so cool to see them win a championship. And I don't know, like Jamal Murray's been balling out. The Nuggets team, that's an interesting one. That would be a cool team to win it. But haven't really watched them as much, so I don't know how well they're doing. I know that Jamal's been going crazy out there. And then in the East, the Heat, man, Jimmy Buckets, he's been a monster. They are up 3-0 on the Bucks. Giannis, I don't know what you're doing, man. You don't have any help? Is that it? You got to get another star. Maybe he's gonna leave. You think he's gonna leave the Bucks? I don't know. What if he joins the Heat? That'd be sick. But yeah. So that's kind of that's NBA talk. I don't know who would come out of the East. Maybe the Heat. What other teams? I'm trying to think of what other teams are even in there. The Raptors? No. Well, yeah, they're over there. Doing. I don't know if they're doing good or not. Oh, we have the Clippers still. I think they're playing they're playing the Nuggets. You can see that I haven't kept up so much with this. All I've been watching is the Thunder, basically focusing on the Thunder, and then from whatever else is big. I'm not big deep into the NBA like I used to be. Growing up, I was all NBA. Basketball was my favorite sport. I watched every single game. I just couldn't get enough of it. I played the game all day, every day. I knew all the teams, like all the players on the teams. It's crazy. They do that inside the NBA game where it's like who he played for with Charles and Shaq, and they have to name all the players that are on which team, who he played for. I would have killed that game back then. I knew because I would I'll be going to the bench, and I mean, I was super into it. But of course, back then I had all the time in the world, so and that's what I spent my time on. So what I chose to do with my time. That's fun. Doo-doo-doo. Virus update. Oh no. So that's it for sports talk. I got nothing else to say about sports. I guess hockey is going on right now. Dallas Stars. Yeah, I'm all for that. I'm all for Dallas. Oh yeah, the Mavericks too, man. I would have been so cool, so chill with the Mavericks winning. Luka, straight up animal. But they lost. So get out of here. Move on. So sports talk over. Move on to the next subject. How about political news, everybody? Yay. Is everyone going to vote out there? Please vote. If you're thinking about not voting, why? Just vote. I don't care who you vote for. Just vote. Make a decision of your views. Look at yourself. Say, what do you want done? Who's the best candidate to get my stuff done? And I'm not even really talking about the presidency. I'm talking more about your local lawmakers, because those are the guys that really have say in your state where you live. The president, of course, is the president, but he can do stuff nationally. But for the states where you actually live, that's the people that make the most decisions are the people you elect for your state. So really look at your senators and all that. And then but that doesn't get the clicks or the views, right? That is not the sexy appeal. The sexy appeal is to go for Trump or Biden, right? Talk about that. So this week, I think 2 days ago, The Atlantic put out a report saying Donald Trump said that the fallen soldiers were suckers and losers, or something like that. There was a quote or an old interview, or some hidden, a secret conversation. So that to me is, I don't know. You can't, I don't believe that 100%. Could he have said it? Yeah, losers and suckers. That sounds like something Trump would say, but I don't know why he would really say that. Who would he say that to? If you really think that, why not just keep that to yourself? Why do you have to say that? You're the president. If you think you shouldn't say that to anyone, no matter who you think, not your friends or whatever. That's an in your head thought, man. That's a keep it to yourself kind of thing. There is really no evidence that they said this. I read the article from The Atlantic. There's nothing in there that says, no one's really even credited with this quote, or no one's really credited as the person that came out saying that Donald Trump said this. It's just from a secret conversation. So yeah, that's credible and legitimate, right? Don't think so. But yeah, I don't know if I don't think he said it. Well, I don't know. There's no evidence that he said it, so I leave that up to you guys. To me, it's non-news. I don't really care if there's no video recording of it or audio recording of it, or no credible sources or no people that are gonna say, yeah, I was there, he said this. Then why bring this up? Oh, I know why I bring it up, to hurt Trump, which I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm all for Biden. I wouldn't say all for Biden. I had my own candidate that I really liked, but I just feel like, I mean, his views and his side of the politics, not all of his stuff, right? But most of his stuff is more in line with what I want for the country. So that's more of my choice. So I'm not a Trump supporter here, but I have to like call bullshit on certain things. You can't just always walk straight. You can't always go to one side no matter what. You have to look at what's said and what the facts are, and make your opinion on it. So I feel like the people that made this they're just straight up trying to attack him. But I will say, in that article it mentions the John McCain thing again, where he did say, I like my war heroes not to be captured, or something like that, because John McCain was a 5-year prisoner in a Vietnamese war camp, and that's pretty fucked up, man. To say that's pretty fucked up. And that was in 2015, before he won the candidacy. So he was, of course, saying anything and everything he could, just stirring up shit, stirring the pot. So is it absolute blasphemy that... No. Is it absolute that he would not say something like suckers and losers, calling American troops that? No, it's not. It's not an absolute that he wouldn't say that. But without any evidence, you can't just say it's true. So that's my side of it. That's my take on it. I don't know if I think it was kind of big news. I saw it on Twitter quite a bit, but I haven't seen anyone on Facebook, like from my Facebook, talking about it. So that could start some debate. That's my take. That's my view. That's politics for the week, I think, because I don't think I have anything else to say about the politics side of it. Okay, so on to entertainment news. I don't know any entertainment news this week. Well, I kind of make that up. I have one bit of news that I saw on Twitter about the Ray Fisher guy who plays Cyborg in the Justice League movies. He apparently is not cooperating with the investigation that Joss Whedon was kind of a dick on the set of Justice League. So he made a claim. I don't know why I'm covering this if I know nothing. I know like literally 0% of the real story and what's happening. I'm just talking out of my ass, literally. Like, at least I read the article about the Atlantic thing. This, I just saw people talking about it on Twitter. I literally have no idea what's really happening. But who cares? Whatever. I can do what I want. This is free speech. I can claim whatever I want. I can say whatever I want. To me, what I get from it is that he filed a claim, or like a lawsuit, saying this was terrible. I really hated this experience. He was mean to me. Stuff like that. And so he wants some compensation, or he wants some justice. I don't know. Then I guess they've been questioning him, asking him for certain things, like to cooperate with the investigation, and he said no. He said, no, I'm not doing it, or something. He said, no, get away from me. I'm doing my own thing. I'm the cyborg, Borg life, everybody. And then he went away. yeah. So there you go. That's entertainment news, everybody. That's entertainment news. So there's sports news, news, entertainment news, and what other kind of news is there? Local news, my news. I'll talk about what happened this week with me. So this week, I bought a truck, and it was a crazy experience. So we brought this truck, Chevy Colorado, 2-door, tiny extended cab pickup. So I've been talking to this guy, Jimmy something, and we had this dispute about the back seats. He didn't have the back seats put in because he had some speakers in there. And I was like, okay, cool, speakers. But he didn't have the speakers in there either. He took them out. I said, oh, okay. Well, I wanted the back seats, so we had a dispute about the back seats. Finally, we had it worked out. He was going to go get the back seats from his dad's house, and which is in Durant, which is way closer than where he typically lives, which is in Cushing. And I was like, I don't want to drive to Cushing and then drive to Durant to get these tiny seats. So we met in Durant, and this guy comes out. I mean, we drive by, and he's outside in the neighbor's yard with like 5 or 6 people just standing out there. And we drove by, and I was like, what in the heck is going on? It looked like some sketchy stuff. And I was like, what's happening here? And then we drove by, and I recognized him. I said, oh, that's the guy, because I could tell by his bald head. And then as soon as we drive by, and he's like staring us down because he knows he's trying to look for someone coming to pick up the truck. Megan was like, this guy, I don't know about this guy. He is staring. Why is he staring at me like that? And, well, because that's the guy. And so we pull into this other driveway to back up. And as soon as we start doing that, he starts walking over to the truck. And when we drove by, I saw the truck. I was like, okay, that's the truck. This has got to be the guy. So we back up, we pull up, and then we pull to the curb. We get out. We go up to the guy, and I really don't want to shake his hand, but it's kind of an awkward situation where, COVID's going on, so I didn't want to. And he looks a little scary. He looks kind of like he looks like he would like crush my hand whenever he was going to shake my hand. And I didn't want to do the whole elbow thing. I was like, yeah, man, couldn't we just do that? It was very awkward. So I just shook his hand, his sweaty, stinky hand. And then we look at the truck, and it's real shabby, man. It's a real shabby truck. There's skulls all over this thing. Like there's a skull on the gas cap. There's this weird pink, maybe at one time it was red, but the sun faded it real bad. Like, I want to say like angel wings looking thing on the top of the windshield, and there's a cross right in the middle of it. And then you open up inside, and there's this pink on the gear shift. There's this pink silver. I don't know what you would even call it. Like this, just the tip of the thing. Tip of the gear shift is like a silver cylinder for you to pull down, and you can unscrew that thing. And then there is a hole inside of it. And he said, yeah, my dad would put ibuprofen in here. And my first thought was, your dad's putting ibuprofen in this little thingy? And what does that do? You're putting, why? And I was like, you definitely put weed in there, right? I didn't say that out loud, but he had to put weed in there. And you can unscrew that thing. On the ride home, I unscrewed the whole thing, not just the top. And I was looking down in there, and then I gave it a little smell, and I was like, okay, I think there was weed in here. And so that thing is getting tossed out the window today. Then looking at the dashboard, there's this weird silver skull type thing, like with wings. And then on all of the tires, like where the valve stem is, the tips of those are all freaking skulls. The license plate has a silver thing on it with skulls, so when we took that off to put my license plate on, we changed that out. We just took that thing off. What other skulls was on this car? Oh, the seat covers. Guess what they have on there? Teletubbies. No, skulls. Skulls. Yeah. Then on the what else? Come on. There's got to be something else. It's skulls. Maybe that's it. Well, there in the floor of the passenger side, there is a little silver, looked like a keychain type thing, skull. Yeah, and he said, "Yeah, my dad's a real rock and roll," and I said, "Oh, okay, yeah, I kind of got that because he was testing out the stereo system, and he said, I got to take the CD out of this. My dad would be really mad. He's been asking for this CD for a while." I was like, okay, that's kind of strange. CD. Megan kind of giggled and kind of laughed out loud, actually. My dad wants this CD back. And I was like, Megan, don't do that. This guy's gonna, you don't know what he'll do. His dad loves skulls. Come on. And so he takes he plays the CD, and of course it's Metallica. It starts playing Master of Puppets, I think. And, but it sounded okay. The stereo was okay. So we get a test drive. We drive around the block one time. Truck actually sounds pretty well. Drives pretty good. Shifts okay. Everything seems fine. Fine enough. Just real dirty, shabby inside. Smells real bad in there. It smells like straight up someone like they got their pit sweat all over their body. Like they reached into their armpit, grabbed all their pit sweat, rubbed it all over their body, and then just kind of laid in the truck for like an hour and baked in the sun. That's what it smells like in there. It smells pretty bad. But for the price of this thing, it's I can get the smell out and all. You can't be beggars can't be choosers. You know what they say? Like when you get a pretty okay deal, and you're not needing a car every day to drive around, and you want a truck so you can haul some stuff. You take what you can get, and as soon as I needed this truck, because I didn't need it super soon for anything important, but it's like, why not get this one now and not have to wait and put this off and hold on to my grandma's truck for a while, and I had the money, so it's like, well, let's just get it done sooner than later and get it out of the way. So we did, and I'm fine. I'm going to get an oil change today. Going to go get it cleaned out. Got a big day ahead of us. Big day of working on shit. Yay. Can't take a Sunday off, right? But I get to do a podcast, and that's fun. And I really like that. So that's the truck story for this weekend. I hope that was entertaining for you. I hope that Jimmy doesn't hear this and come beat the fuck out of me. That'd be very bad for trash talking his whole life. No. I'm just playing around. He seems like a nice guy. When you go around to people's houses and you see, people live different than you, right? There's so many people in this world, and so many people that, I would say less fortunate than yourself, right? Like I would say Jimmy's doing well for himself. I'm sure he's happy with it. He's fine with his life, right? I would say less fortunate than I am. Like Megan has a good job. I have a good job. We have a good house. We have, she has her new car. So the money that Jimmy got for the car, the truck, I'm sure helped him out a lot. And I was happy to do that. He seems like a sweet guy, really. Like all the interactions with him were nice. He helped him with the paperwork because I never really bought a car or signed any of these title forms and blah blah blah, and he was chill about that, so it was cool. All in all, a good experience, and hopefully a funny story for everyone out there to hear. Yeah. So I don't know, guys. I think that might be it. I don't have anything else to say, really. I want to get back to streaming, like my game, Ghost of Tsushima, but I haven't had the time, like, to do that because the videos every day take up most of the time I have when I get off work. I have to work out. God, I still have to work out today, too, because I've been a schlubby slob this past 2-3 days. And damn it, I forgot what I was saying. Fuck, what was I saying? Dang it, don't remember. Or what was I talking about? Rewind it. No, I'm at 35. I'm at 35 minutes for the podcast. That's got to be a good place to end it, y'all. Oh, I was talking about Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, so I want to stream more of the game, but it's kind of hard. I don't have the time. I work out when I get home, and then I have to record a video or edit the video, have it uploaded, posted. Yeah, it's a little difficult. I feel like I really enjoy it. It's to me, it's more than my hobby. It's going to be my job. I have to keep saying it. I have to keep putting it out there. I'm going to do this. I'm going to podcast. I'm going to record videos. I'm going to do it, and it's going to be great. And we're going to figure it out. And then I'll be able to put more energy and more time into this whole thing, and therefore it'll be better content. But right now I just do the best I can with the time I have, because I have work 7 to 4, and I get up before that. And then I get home, I have to work out, and then do the rest of that before I go to bed at 10. So when I get home at 4, I work out till 5. Then I have 4 hours to do this kind of stuff until 9. Then we kind of shower. Then we go to bed. So really, I'm only able to work on this stuff 4 hours every day. That's recording, editing, and everything. Then on the weekends, we usually always have crap going on. So I don't get to do a lot of it on the weekend. But I can do more than 4 hours on the weekends, and that would be the good time to stream because I'm just at home. But most of the time we have people hanging out and we go somewhere, or like this week we had to go get the truck and all that. But I just hope that one day I can have more time to put into this stuff and really get some good content, some good output. That's it, y'all. Thanks for listening to this podcast. Thank you for being a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, please do like this video and leave a comment. If you are out there and you say, hey, I like this stuff, I like this guy, then say, hey, let me chat with you for a little bit, and I'll tell you my story, or I'll talk to you about sports, I'll talk to you about entertainment, I'll talk to you about the news entertainment, because you said, you're like, dude, this guy doesn't know shit about the news entertainment business. He just destroyed this Ray Fisher, this Ray Fisher thing, like, just messed it up. He just butchered that. Well, yeah, help me out. We'll talk about it, and I can give my real opinion about it, because I don't even know the story too well. I just wanted to have something to talk about, and I don't have enough time to research everything because of what I just said. But I would be more than happy to talk with anybody out there, and stay tuned for more podcasts, different guests. This is something, I'll tell you, I had guests I've talked to. If you know these people, I've talked to them. I've reached out to them. So nothing is confirmed. Nothing is even looking like it's confirmed. But these are the kind of people I've reached out to, so you can know. I've reached out to Alex Melton. He's a country pop goes country guy. Search him. He has some good content. He makes super cool songs. Reach out to him. I've reached out to Nothing But Lag, which is the editor for Super Mega. Super cool guy, really funny, has a great Twitter. Search him there. I'm giving all these people shout outs, and maybe they'll see this, and maybe they'll hear it, maybe they'll come on and talk. Doubt it, but we'll see. Messaged Andy Signor. He actually messaged back and said, yeah, keep hollering at me. He would be the perfect person too. He's the only reason I know about the Ray Fisher stuff, because I see his stuff on Twitter. He'd be cool to come and really give us the rundown about that. Maybe someday. I really like Andy. I would love to talk to him about all things Screen Junkies and the old school movie entertainment review business. Like a couple years ago, that was booming. That was crazy. I was so invested in that stuff. It'd be so cool to talk with him about that kind of era of YouTube, the movie fights era of YouTube. Then I reached out to Miss Oklahoma, because we have Miss Oklahoma, and she was going to come on, but we just kind of never worked out a date. Like, I have a voicemail from her on from Instagram of her agreeing to come on, and she thinks it would be fun and cool, and I was so excited. I was very excited for that, because I was like, she's going to come on. It's going to be great. But it just kind of fell through. It's one of those things. She's very busy. She's a very busy lady. I can tell. If you go to her Instagram, and her Instagram is super, super inspiring. I would love to have her on here and talk with her about her journey and the story of just her life and becoming Miss Oklahoma. And that would be so great. Maybe we can still do that one day. But really, I just got to focus on getting the content out there, getting people to view it and really connect with it. And then from there, we can have more guests on. But I mean, I'm still going to reach out to people and still going to try to get these higher sub count people on, so that we can boost our brand, get more people to see it and maybe more people to connect with it. Yeah. So that's some of the people I've reached out to about being on the podcast. And that's it, guys. I already said that's it, but for real, this is it. Thank you so much for watching. Check out the other videos on the channel. Subscribe, please. And I love you guys. And that's it. We'll see ya.